All right, so I'm here with Cody Lassiter, the defenseman for the Kimberley Dynamiters this past season. We acquired him. I say we like we own the team, but he was acquired midway through the season. So I want to just dive into what was that like being traded midway through the season for you?
It was definitely weird. Because I was in Princeton for 2 years,
Mm-hmm.
um, and it was kind of a came as a shock at first because it was kind of unexpected. We weren't doing very good, and I was the only 20-year-old, so um, I kind of had a feeling it was coming. If it was going to continue, we were kind of losing quite a bit of games. So
Mm-hmm.
in the back of my mind, but when it happened, it was definitely took a little time to sink in, but. No, it was great to come to Kimberley. It was a very exciting opportunity to start fresh and finish out my career in a great organization like Kimberley.
Awesome. So noting just that trade, were there other highlights to your season this year?
Definitely playing in front of the Kimberley fans. I heard stories. I've had buddies that played on Kimberley before I got traded here, and the one thing that stuck out to them was the fans playing in front of 1,000 people a night. It just there's honestly nothing like it. It's a great feeling, and especially when you win, you can go to the center ice and salute the crowd, and win or lose, they support you no matter what. It's a pretty special feeling.
Yeah, and that happened a couple times this year where you had either near 1,000 or over 1,000 fans at the game. Yeah,
Yeah,
quite something. It's
yeah,
fun as a fan being in that environment too, because it's just yeah, it's awesome.
it's very electric, especially in that barn. It's pretty cool.
Hmm. So, you were one of the players that came to the team after the camp, where there were very few players who had even played a game in the KIJHL, and then throughout the season, the roster changed quite a bit, and you were one of the changes that came in. So when you see a team that has that many changes, you don't expect them to go as far as they did in the playoffs, going all the way to the Kootenay Conference Finals. So what do you think contributed to the team's success this year?
It was the coaching staff. Derek, uh, Byron, and Jeff. They did an amazing job with us. Like you said, a lot of young guys, a lot of first year guys. They really they really took the reins and got us playing as a team, and everyone had a role, and everyone bought in, and you know like you said, everyone didn't really expect much out of us. I think I think we weren't even supposed to get past 30 in the first round. Most people, to be honest, I think.
Wow.
Um, but
I
it's
wasn't one of those, but
no, yeah, no, we weren't either. But
yeah.
just upside, people. I think we were definitely the underdogs this year.
Hmm.
Um, the word rebuild year was thrown around quite a bit. Um, but no, obviously, we really proved everyone wrong. We proved to ourselves, and that was probably the biggest part. Was everyone in the room believed we could do it, and when we were playing well, we were, if not the best team, one of the best teams in the league for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. You guys proved that. Yeah. So, how was it playing for Kimberly for you? I realize it was, 34 games in the regular season and the postseason, but what was that experience like for you?
It was in one word, it was amazing. Putting those black and white colors on every night, it was pretty special. The team has a lot of history, and knowing that you're part of that, and playing in front of the fans, and probably my opinion, one of the best partners in the rink playing. It's pretty awesome. So
Yeah.
you know, overall experience, it was just really enjoyable. Right down from living here to the fans to the team, just everything. It was just awesome.
Yeah. So you already touched on something that I want to mention was the fans and the community. So, what do the fans and community mean to you as part of this team experience?
It was a big part because, you know, in junior B, especially the KI, these teams wouldn't be here without the fan support and the community support. I think it's really important to give back as much as possible, and really show that we care about them as much as they care about us. Because without them, it's, you know, we couldn't exist. So it's really important, community support, and there's no really better feeling than when you know that you have a community behind you and you're walking down the street in your Dynamiter jacket or two, and they, you know, randomly strike up a conversation about hockey with you. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, totally. Okay, thanks for that. Now, noting that it is your last year of junior hockey, which sucks, I'm sure.
Yeah.
I just want to ask some questions about your junior hockey experience. The first one being, and this is kind of a loaded one, but what is your like top highlight of your junior hockey career?
Well, definitely the first goal was pretty special.
Mm.
You know, it was obviously back in Princeton. It was definitely a moment I'll never forget because the first one, yeah, never forget that.
So walk us through that. So what was that your first goal in Princeton like?
It wasn't nothing special. It was just a rebound goal. I was coming in from the point. Guy shot it, went pad right to me, and I was sneaking in back door, and I just, you know, slammed it home and, you know, went crazy on the celebration, first one. So get it out of the way. It was pretty special.
Yeah, it's amazing how we can remember those first goals regardless of what league we're in, right? Yeah, the first goal.
Absolutely.
Is there another highlight that sticks out to you?
Definitely, I would say the Christmas Classic games this year in Kimberley and Fern. It was, you know, it was absolutely electric in both barns.
Yeah.
Ours, the Civic barn, and the Fernie barn. It was absolutely crazy atmosphere. The fans were going crazy. There was, you know, as much Kimberley fans and Fernie fans at each other's games. So it was either team would score or get a big hit, the whole arena would just erupt. So
Yeah.
that was definitely a moment that I'll treasure too, because that was pretty awesome.
Yeah, I know the fan bases of both communities love that.
Yeah.
You guys missed out this year. Apparently, in the past, it's happened before, where when Fernie in their barn, when they score the first goal, the Hosmer rooster gets thrown out onto the arena or onto the ice.
I've definitely heard the rumor of that. I'm not gonna lie, I was kind of hoping, you know, I didn't want him to score first, but, you know, I was hoping I'd kind of see that.
Yeah, it's quite something when that poor rooster gets smuggled in and thrown onto the ice surface. Yeah, something else. Okay, so curious though, who has supported you the most during your junior experience?
100% my parents.
Mm.
You know, they're the ones that pushed me, you know, from where I live in Alberta, going up to Princeton. It's about a 12-hour drive.
Wow. Wow.
And going out there my first year, obviously, you know, first moving away, living on your own for the first time. So it was really, you know, I was really having second thoughts about going all the way out there. You know, they really pushed me and helped me get over that. And even through my low moments, everyone goes through ups and downs during the year.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You know, playing well, playing bad. You know, they're always the soundboard, as good or bad that may be. They're always the soundboard, and for me, venting on, you know, whenever I had a bad game or I had a good game. You know, they're the first ones to tell me congratulations, and
Nice.
without them, you know, I really don't think I would have been able to do any of this at all.
Awesome. Yeah, that is quite the drive from your hometown all the way to Princeton. Like that must have been a hard transition for you.
It definitely was. It took some getting used to. That's for sure.
So how did they support you during that transition?
It was, you know, they actually stayed out in Princeton with me for a bit.
Wow.
They got a hotel, and when I was moving in to my billet home, they were, helping me move in, getting situated, making sure I had everything I needed. Even through the first weeks of the season, me as a new guy, right? So going into a fresh locker room, as you slowly got to know the guys and the team, and they got to know you, that made things easier as well. But without my parents pushing me to keep wanting to be there and wanting to keep going, it's I owe it all to them.
Yeah, awesome. Thanks for sharing that. Now, this next question, it might be easy to pick your parents again, but I encourage you to think of someone else. But who has inspired you?
Definitely, I would say, that is a tough question.
I like how you started it off with definitely, like you knew.
Well, there's my first year in Princeton. I had an assistant coach, and he ran the defense, and he definitely helped shape me into the man and player I am today. He left the team after my first year, but he still kept in contact with me and kept in touch, which I'm very grateful for, and he knows that. But he definitely has inspired me. He's pushed me, same as my parents, he's pushed me to keep going and always strive to be a better person on and off the ice, which I'm very grateful for.
Awesome. I'm glad to hear that you had someone like that for you.
Yeah, it was it was definitely awesome to have that.
Yeah. Was there a close second? Because you definitely seemed torn on that one.
Yeah, it was. I would say Derek here too.
Okay.
My coach here, he really showed trust in me coming here. Obviously, trading for me. He didn't know much about me before. He was the first to admit that. But he reassured me that when I got here, he felt that I was a good fit for the team. Being an older guy too and a younger team, he really wanted me to kind of step in, help out with that leadership role. And he, really solidified my own feelings that, I was a leader and I needed to lead and help these younger guys through. So, I'm really grateful for him as well.
Yeah. I remember talking to Derek after your first game and asking him how you did. And I remember him saying, for a guy who hasn't practiced, I don't even think you practiced with them before the first game, correct?
Yeah, I got here and then
you played. Yeah. He was really impressed with how you were able to just fit right into the systems without even participating into a practice. So he was rather thrilled and felt that he might have stolen you from Princeton. So yeah. So that brings us to the end, but I always end with is there anything you want to add that I didn't ask, or because the mic's in your hands right now?
I kind of touched on it earlier, but I just want to thank the community of Kimberley and all the fans. Like I said before, without them, we wouldn't be here. They make this team possible, so I just want to thank them. It was amazing playing in front of them, and they've got a great organization here, and anyone who plays here is very lucky.
Yeah, awesome. Well, thanks for sharing that, Cody, and I appreciate you taking time out of your day to share your answers to these questions and share your insights. I really appreciate it.
No problem. Thanks for having me.
Oh, you're welcome.